Good evening and welcome to Game 2 between Stags and Special K. Game 1 between these two runners, in which Stags takes the sword and Special K takes the candle, resulted in Special K running into a seed where most of the combat upgrades that allowed him to kill the majority of the enemies were blocked. There was one that he realized well after Stags had won, but that route was pretty dumb in its own right. So Game 2, we're hoping for not quite the same setup so that the match can be really entertaining, as Special K is quite a good runner and Stags in his own right as well. I'm Furious K alongside Pedantic Potato, and you are in for a treat here since you were not part of the Game 1 festivities. You get to watch and see whether or not one runner gets trolled into oblivion with...
I sure do. And I was not surprised by what items were picked up at the beginning there.
Yep. And I guess we're going full Dave with the random music, probably from the same side. Yep, given that bop, it's Special K with the randomized music. That's okay. Adds a little flavor.
Unfortunately for Special K, we are on the opposite side from the most of the Armoses, at least.
Oh, tie goes to the Octorok. There's the first death of the seed. I heard the impact, so they both hit each other. I would think we're probably going to head up to the... Well, no, we're going to head to level 8 first, which is looking second quest immediately. I was going to say we're going to probably head up towards Armos locations to see what's there.
Looks like we're doing a little pirouette action here into level 8.
Alright, Super Ropes, that 5 rupee in that spot specifically. We are definitively second quest here, and we are pancaked.
Ooh. Looks like Stags is trying to pick up some bombs.
Yeah, that's usually not so lucky, at least for me. You gotta kill a couple of those. Either repeat your 0 count over and over and over again, or get lucky at the 6 rate.
I never, it's weird. I've had some seeds where I try the, reset my count, reset the game, and certain seeds just seems to never deliver. I don't know why.
Well, that screen right there is much more promising for getting the count. I see all the old men also know who's in the booth, given the book to understand old men consistent comment between them all is favoring the magic boomerang.
Yeah, I'm going to disagree with you there, but maybe that's why we got put together on this announcing crew. We have differing opinions on which is the best boomerang. I suppose there's a third opinion, not represented in this booth, that you shouldn't pick one up either way.
Looks like we do have a freebie heart container on the floor in 8. Looks like it's one down from where you start level 8.
That's good news for Special K. That puts him one closer to picking up the white sword item, whatever it is.
And the staircase next to that heart container is the one-way, and it sends us to the shoot room, which is on the top side of the 2 squares you can be in second quest 8.
One nice thing for Special K here is red bubbles, not a concern.
Ladder is a concern, and so is a dig dogger in the way, shuttering you in. So I guess we are heading back to start. The question in chat, is it normal Special K chose candle over sword? Well, if you're asking if it's normal for Special K, the answer is yes. It's been every single race. Just likes the challenge of doing that, not too worried about where they finish in the tournament. They just want to play it the way they play it. In terms of how many do such a strategy, there were only 2 this tournament, and overall there are only about 3 or 4 people, I think, that would exclusively play Candle or predominantly play Candle. In the meantime, looks like we are. Ooh, we find the bait block. It's in a interesting background room. So it can be anything from one of the weird colored moat rooms with the red to potentially a desert room, like a yellow desert.
Looks like Stags has found level 9 down here by start. Like these bombs are paying off for exploration. Now the good news for Stags is he's found multiple candle stores, so if he starts picking up some money, he can buy his candle if a take any does not appear.
Yep, that is definitely true. We'll see if he finds the take any one first. We are getting close to one of the open caves. It's not too far away.
I'm a little worried for Special K with all these. Well, I don't know what was in that cave. Looks like he's pirouetting, so maybe it was at level.
It appears it's level 2.
Alright, this looks... Oh, well, there's our first item here, a heart container. Looks like it could be first quest, or it could be shapes. I'm not sure yet.
Let's see. It started in the V, which I think is normal for 2. It's the tip of the boomerang or banana. And, see, 2 on the base, 1 above this. I'd say if it goes right above this room, probably looking at first quest front. Could also go up as well in that room. We'll see what it opens up with.
Alright, we're a few wall masters from finding out. Ah, all those wall masters, nothing in the room.
Okay, old man here. We can go right. Can we go up but no other direction in the next room? Yes, this is, I think, probably first quest.
Oh, those gold rolled down. That's pretty nice.
And we find a heart container in one of the stairs of 8, so that's 2 of the items now taken care of in this 8. Here's the definitive answer to first quest.
Now we know pretty much all the walls bomb in level 2, so no reason to take that key. Key door, I should say.
Yeah, you'll only need to take it if the room above it turned into a potential moat room. And instead, it's just a diagonal block. We are going to run low on bombs, though. We're going to run out, regardless of which one we choose to go up through. And that was the incorrect answer, apparently, as we are now blocked by the rather interesting colored moat room.
That Aquamentus is really just taunting us. We can't reach him from here. Oh, there we can. Okay. Oh.
Well, that works for both parties.
All right, Stags, I guess will come back with more health.
Looks like we're still trying to get through as many rooms as possible in this level 8. It is a good enemy set for it.
The only thing that worries me is all those dig doggers.
Yep, but this could be our last item in here, and then we can just leave and come back for the Triforce when we actually have some useful combat.
That's true.
The real question is, what would the item be if it's here? And if it's another heart, it's it's not awful because it gets us closer to max pretty quickly. But I think we're probably looking for something with a little bit more combat impact. Instead, we get another transport, of which there are many in the lake. Basically, can treat it similarly to a first quest 9. there's a little bit more going on than that, but that's kind of the way to think about it if you're playing the game. I think this is probably a leave time now. I feel like Special K's gotten enough of this dungeon done.
Yep, and Stags found the any roads, which lead one room over. So he's going to check the space between them, and I think he'll jump back in. Oh, and there's the other end of the staircase. Coincidence? Maybe.
Candle row's not bad. So you essentially get a little bit of left to right movement, but you're kind of left out of Death Mountain, and you have quite the walk to anywhere in the southeast as well. So it's just okay.
It is, yeah. Could be a lot better, that's for sure. I cannot remember exactly how much that candle was. I feel like Stags is within the ballpark of buying it. I guess we'll find out in a second when Special K walks into the store. Oh, no, I was way wrong on that. 71 is way more than 48.
Yeah, not gonna work out. Oh man, the screen. Yeah, speaking of not working out, screen scrolling's pretty important given what is on the Dead Woods Maze screen, which is Blue Dark Nuts.
I think if I was Stags right now, I would take that transport back over all the way to the northeast and then cut down into the forest there and check out some of those Armo spots.
Well, disagreeing with you for the moment is what he's going to do. He's going to try and get over to the Armos in the Grave, perhaps, and some of those checks first.
And the Red Levers are trying to force him away from the graveyard.
Well, the good news is there's really only 2 screens left in between here and the Armos where he has a legitimate chance to get picked off by an enemy. Level 6 and the screen below it.
Did Stags check the upper left grave, or was I looking away?
He's checked all of the grave except for the food spots over there.
Oh, okay. I just looked away at Special K screen. Got it.
Nothing too terrible on this screen. Should be able to get to the Armos item and see what it is. Moblins apparently are pretty good at ping pong given what just happened on the left side.
I think Stags was hoping for some bomb drops now that he's in Death Mountain. He really needs those bombs.
Well, that is an Armos item that's both good and bad for Stags, actually. Because his opponent's swordless, so getting that bow anytime soon would be a tremendous benefit to a swordless player.
Very true.
But at the same time, I mean, you take the bow because you're happy to have that, so it's one less item that prevents you from go mode.
And searching for the bow does seem to be the the biggest challenge of many of these seeds these days.
I would have a little bit of disagreement with the journey into Death Mountain at a 0 bomb count. You're just kind of hoping that it works out. And gonna get sent away, probably for the best in the end. I think at this point you can probably head up to the northeast. The Armos over there might have a dungeon, since you found your Armos item on this side.
Or the take any with our candle, although no guarantee of that, of course. What did I say it was? 71 for the candle? That's
Yep,
exactly what Stags has.
Yep. So that's where he's going.
All right, most of the world unlocked for Stags now. So soon he'll be able to go into level 8 if he chooses. And Special K picked up some bombs. I think he's trying to decide where to actually use them.
Well, if we need to buy anything else, I think that'll be fairly straightforward. A nice solid 130 ranged large secret gives you a chance to, with 2 of them, to get all the way to max money. Whether or not the runners decide to go the blue ring route or buy a handful of keys or buy the bait, although at this point one runner will not be buying the bait as they know it's not required. There is the second back-to-back, so we are all the way to maximum suddenly from what I think was 6 rupees.
So either I didn't track it or we haven't seen where the arrows are for sale yet.
I mean, we haven't seen that much of the overworld yet. It could be the rare shop, or it could just be that we haven't hit wherever they're hiding.
I think if Special K had seen it, he'd be beelining to it. Although, again, he doesn't know yet where that bow is. He doesn't know the importance of that. And just a heart on the coast. Nothing exciting.
The Death is going to send Stags back the other way in this 8 and gets the freebie heart on the floor. I think the other staircase heart is quite a ways south of where we currently are at, and maybe a little bit to the east.
Stags getting red bubble does take away his sword, so he's probably a little bit more upset about that than swordless Special K was. Looks like Special K is going to have that bow pretty soon. If these red levers let him through.
Stag's going to be out of level 8 just a little bit quicker than Special K was, so we'll not have part number 6. At least it's nothing more substantial. That is a blue ring there that Special K is not going to get yet. I think this is a byproduct of having 4 of 5 Armos statues pushed and wanting to know for sure what we have before taking it. Could otherwise just spawn the red ring underneath there instead of the bow.
I think he'll be very happy to find that bow.
I think it might actually make it to where he doesn't go back for this blue ring as well, although I could be wrong.
I would agree, because those arrows have got to be his priority now. Did he just bomb that and not check it?
Making a absolute line for this shop over here. So gonna go for the blue ring, which is an interesting play. There is plenty of money left on the overworld. There's 1 large. There's at least 5 more mediums, I think, that he hasn't hit. As we find a taking you 1 underneath a candle burn bush. So That one was blocked.
Finally get to see vanilla level 1 location, and it's nothing. Just a potion shop.
Stags now with 8 bombs can make a Death Mountain play if they desire. Or Darknut will not leave his number for you. Let's put it that way.
That Darknut had really good timing. He caught Stags right as he was about to enter that. Special K now knows where the magical sword is.
Quite some time before we'll be able to get that, potentially. And immediately back up into what's most likely going to be wood arrow purchasing range. Can roll all the way up to 100 potentially, so may not work out, but we're pretty close to it. Level 5 found up in Death Mountain.
This is not a terrible enemy set.
A Goma immediately reminding him that he does not have wood arrows. There is a bomb upgrade down there as well. Don't think we'll be affording that anytime soon.
That's a good question. I mean, I could see the advantage of it, but I think you got to prioritize the arrows.
I feel like if you're playing swordless, you have to be a little bit more risky with your defense so that you can afford the bomb upgrades because they become a little bit more powerful.
Yeah. So then you're in the case now, which offense do you want? Do you want the arrows or do you want the additional bombs as the upgrade for your offense?
I mean, I'd prefer to have both.
Well, that is true. That is true.
And I think if you kind of farmed up manually here and got, you cleared enough of these rooms to where you killed enough Tektites and got 5ers to drop, although the boat being a bit of a troll here. I might still go for it now, just because you're like, okay, I farmed 20 naturally through killing enemies. And the clock there, for most runners, would be absolutely lovely. For a swordless player, it does not help. Compass being an emote also doesn't help.
And now that we're trying to get the money, now they're not dropping it.
Yeah. Mostly clearing this triple bar room if possible. However, like, and Gibdo on 1 bomb and a candle is not going to work. Unless you kill the Gibdo with a couple of candle shots and a bomb and it drops a bomb. And I think that's going to lead Special K to exit this dungeon. In the meantime, I am keeping track of Stags on the other screen. It appears as if he is still in Death Mountain, but has found a dungeon. We'll see if the screen comes back to show us exactly which dungeon he's found, or if it, it's a bit shy.
Alright, Special K uses his last bomb, and unfortunately nothing else up in East Death Mountain that he can get to at the moment. So far, our dungeons are not yielding items. All we
Well,
found in them are hearts.
nope, not playing nice at all.
And at the same time, the shops, we haven't found the shop that has the arrows yet. So it's not being a very good random number generator for our players so far. Special K doing some very nice work with his shield there. And Stags' stream is back for us.
You did not miss much. Basically found level 6 in Death Mountain and found that having 0 bombs left for level 6 is a lot of sadness, pretty much.
Alright, so it looks like Stags is now going over, searching the east side of the map.
Yep, Special Case seen the majority of this side of the map, so we know there's not a lot in the eastern forest. I don't think we got enough of the central forest.
No, I don't think we did either, and I'm not sure why, looking at my tracker now, but I don't remember. But we'll see. It'd be nice to find a level 1 with its 3 items. That might break the seat open for the runners.
Stags is going to hit the second large secret with substantially more money in his wallet than Special K had, so we're going to probably... Oh, I don't know. I think Blue Ring's probably not too far away once we check a couple more spots off over here, given the way Stags usually plays it.
Yeah, I guess the question is, does he want to beeline back to the Blue Ring shop? Guess we'll see.
Yeah, I think it's just cleaning up this check here, probably up a save, probably start walking towards Deadwoods. That'd be my guess. Or the Deadwoods, the grave. Both place where the dead are, just one has dead trees, the other has dead links.
Wait, all the links that die go to the graveyard?
Yeah, how else are you going to guinea farm?
I hadn't really thought about it. I also hadn't marked that there was a Blue Ring shop right there. Alright, so Stags is now pretty well equipped to tackle some more dungeons. The question is, where are they? Seems like we still haven't seen 1, 3, 4, or 7. Smile Fires is the music you were concerned about?
Yeah, although the last time we swapped it jinxed, so I think he's a little bit concerned about that as well. Maybe if I press the button, it will be better. Let's see if I can break Stag's screen. In the meantime, we are not too deep into this seed so far, and again, as we were about 10 minutes ago, still not really getting a whole bunch of item knowledge outside of the Armos item.
Alright, Stag's gonna clear some spots we haven't seen before now, so we'll start to learn some more things.
May also end up in the south coast at some point too. I don't think we've seen those either.
Agreed. We're picking up some money at least, that's nice.
Yep, both runners still in wood arrow territory if they decide they need to buy them. Be interesting to see what the white sword item is as well. If that's something like silver arrows, then the seed's really giving you the chance to jet if you find the latter. And there it goes. So may end up back on the other music again. We'll see how much money that is later.
And next to it looks like a take any, okay.
Well, I think he was somewhere in the ballpark of, like, let's say it's in the 80 range.
That sounds about right, yeah.
Maybe 86. So I think the small was 16.
Yep.
So that would make it a small.
Alright, we've only got, I believe, one more burn spot to check here, and then I guess I do believe there's some bomb spots up in the northeast that have not been checked.
Yeah, we have Death Mountain West, the upper part of that as well, so there's some chance for a couple dungeons still to be available to us, although we are starting to get to the point where something probably is blocked by the power braces with loot and or ladder.
Yeah, sure does seem like it.
I think it's, what, up to 2, up to 7, and up to 11, so technically up to 20 potential checks you could have across the 3 things we don't have.
Now, if I recall, Stags only picked up 1 heart container out of here last time. He was short on bombs, he couldn't continue bombing upwards, so I think now he's got 1 more bomb. We'll be able to find at least 1 more room than we did before. And hopefully it won't just be a series of bombs. Hopefully bomb walls. Hopefully we'll actually be able to make progress here. No, don't wait. Okay.
I mean, it could work out. There could be something in this room. Or not.
I don't think that room, well, yeah, it could have been, but yeah, that room doesn't drop in level 2, I believe. Not that you would know that until you open the door, of course.
Yeah, that and I don't really pay attention to that specific room for the smaller dungeons. I just kind of motor through them.
Ah, good. We could make some progress. Oh, no. Bunny room? I guess, well, we're going to have to fight it, probably.
Might want to choose a different room. Well, that room had, what, the compass, so you probably could farm the Lionel and hope for another bomb, and then work your way around the Pole's Voice. I would do the Pole's Voice rooms last, and just hope the other item in here, for whatever it's worth, is not under those spots.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Like, I'd rather clear this room with red Lionels that die in somewhere between 2 and 6.
Oh, this is an even worse Pole's Voice room.
Oh, that's heart container number 2, so that's why you don't fight him.
All right.
We leave. surprisingly, at 34 minutes and change, that's the first Triforce on the board. It feels like we've been running around Hyrule for quite some time now, and I've seen a couple of dungeons. There's just no free tries that we can get to quickly. Here comes some bomb purchasing. I'd almost have made the trek up to the bomb upgrade, since you're going to pay 36 rupees there. I think that's about a third of what the bomb upgrade is, so you potentially get some capacity and still have enough room for wood arrows after, I think.
Yeah, we need a lot more bombs too. We got so many more spots to check.
I think Stags is into a new part of Hyrule that we have not seen yet. I appreciate the game rolling level 9 music in level 9. That is the only community hint you will get that is not the same as every other person pre-book.
Right, so far just a shop here in the Lost Hills.
You know what would make a really fun setup is you give that old man at the beginning of level 9 the same text as everybody else, and you have it so that he doesn't tell you what the Holy Grail item is or something. You know, it's a complete mystery. You have to keep picking up items until I'll let you in.
Well, I was just thinking you could. The other thing you could do is make it a hint for an important thing, but you know, so therefore you have to find level 9 before you have too many Triforces or something like that. Otherwise, you can't ever see it.
Level 3 now. Triforce there. So really haven't seen any Wizrobe dungeons yet either. So the seed's been pretty friendly as far as combat goes.
Special case back in 2. We know, unfortunately, that the only thing to be found is another heart container.
Oh, gels and keys 3 is nothing.
Yeah. There's your Wizrobes.
Yeah, but those ones are easy. We still haven't seen any blues.
That's a good point.
These take a little while to beat, but they fire in a straight line. They don't move. They just kind of...
And they drop bombs.
Yep, they give you bombs. The rupee boss is the master room too.
That was pretty funny.
The first time. Didn't notice that when Stags went through there, but clearly they both did at some point. I was gonna say you could farm that rupee boss by going in. It's a bit of a trek in there, but could profit. Ooh, hey, there's a good blue wizard room. That could block an item.
Yeah. Can you imagine if that's the whistle or the power bracelet? Oof.
Oh, just make it silvers. Just really be brutal. Convince them to come back way later.
Well, yeah, but silvers you don't need until the end, you know? But the power bracelet or the recorder we might need just to make progress in the seed at all.
If it's really brutal, it'd be white sword or wands that'll slow our swordless runner down even more.
Ooh, that would be nasty.
Speaking of nasty, this room's not free for Special K as it was for Stags. We are going to get through it, though. He was hoping he could kill this last one off with just 3 hits of a blue candle. It is 4. And now we run through this room. And there's one to the right if we can get there. And that is where the other heart is that gets Special K to 8. You do have to kind of wait this room out with the blue candle, or you can just bomb the last one, which is what I think is going to happen here.
Some very nice use of bombs here by Stags, taking out these blue wizards pretty fast. They must not have rolled up too much.
Yep, and now I'm not going to waste the last couple bombs, and it is the item. What do we got? Well, It's vanilla, and we have it. So that is just peachy game.
Well, at least it's one more piece of information, and all he had to pay was 5 bombs.
It feels like it's quickly becoming the last room has the 4-drop.
Seems like it, yeah. At least it's filling up his bombs.
Oh man. Gleok guards the white sword.
Could be.
Just looking for all the ways the sea can be really mean.
I mean, we're 40 minutes in, and we have not picked up an item except the bow, really. That's a mean seed.
Well, there is the old man with the hint, so what's beyond this? Well,
another heart.
That's actually pretty good news for Special K, because that 4-drop is not nearly as devastating to get to. And if you get there, then for him it'll be 9, and we know that there's a couple more hearts that he hasn't found yet that are accessible, so we're probably to the point where 11 or 12 hearts are easily accessible in the seed, which gives you a shot if you're swordless of getting mags in the seed.
That's a very good point. Alright, so Stags is going to check above the waterfall, and then I think he's got to probably go to Death Mountain again. Or stay here for level 4. Oh, yep. No.
Yep, Special K is...
Oh, you can go... should go left, right?
Yep, you can go left. I think Special K's already been up there as well. Just couldn't get a bomb drop to continue, so... we'll see if Stags gets much further. We'll need a key to get any further, though.
That's unfortunate, but not insurmountable.
Well, that's enough reason to leave, I think.
Yep.
126 rupees as well, so we do have enough to buy a key.
And that there's 2 items in there. It might be worth it. But I think checking the bomb spots first is probably a priority before buying the key.
Good news, bad news for Special K in this level 3. The bad news first. The stair item is Wizrobe locked. No bombs. The good news is he didn't want the item underneath it anyways. Level 1 is just north of Vanilla 1, so that's not even a Death Mountain. I think that technically puts us down to just, what, 7?
I believe so. And interestingly, Stags proved that one of the river spots does bomb. We don't know what's there, but something could be there. I mean, something is there, whether it's a level, who knows. This room is a potential drop room in level 1, but not right now. Another heart! Oh my god.
Well, that's a 40% shot. I think with one more, you might see Stags at least kind of head that direction.
At this point, I think I definitely would. I mean, after finishing the rest of level 1. Toughest enemy in this room, of course, the bubbles. We'll see how Special K routes this level 3. I feel like there might have been more key efficient ways to do it, but I'm not sure. Uh-oh. That heavy room could be blocking a good chunk of level 1. We might not be able to get all the items right now.
Well, this looks like a good shot at the staircase. We won't be able to get the Triforce the first time in here unless it's the ladder.
Oh, very good point. So ladder required to complete the seed. Actually, ladder required even to get to level 9.
A little bit of frame loss there, but we do see the power bracelet in this stair, so this has a good shot, I'd say, of opening up level 7 if it were blocked. We still don't know if it is. And or the white sword item, which is still outstanding. At a quick glance, Stags does not have magical sword even marked, so we'll have to remember exactly where he saw it to be able to check it at any point. Whereas Special K 100% has it marked. So it's not far from where Stags is currently. It's in the grave.
I think he's heading the opposite direction. He's got some bombs. I think maybe there's some stuff over in the northeast he hasn't checked, but oh, he's checking power bracelet spots. Got it.
Was a question, Chad. Wasn't the sword supposed to be accessible from the start screen? It was, and the other option was the candle, and that's what Special K went with. Level 7 was power bracelet block, so now just the white sword item away from having every bit of the overworld information we want.
Right, these level 7s are pretty annoying, but if it's an easy enemy set, shouldn't be too bad. And this looks like a pretty easy enemy set so far. And the old transport room that takes you one room.
Oh boy. In this room, it's one of the rare times where I go to the top door and just kind of stand a frame outside of it. These Wizrooms love getting really wacky with the diagonal block.
And Stags making pretty quick work of them. Finding another staircase.
Common themes level 7. Looks like Special K now knows it's up in level 3 to get the floor item. We are not far away from the Triforce in 7. The Patra's sort of guarding it, sort of not. The blue Wizards do a much better job of guarding it.
The Patra looked annoying until you compare it to the blue Wizrobes. Then it looks friendly.
Alright, heart container number 9 for Special K.
Ooh, those Patras push you into the corner like that. That is not fun.
Oh, I thought the death was imminent there. I thought we got too close. I think Special Kid probably knows 100% where he has to go to get this item. We'll see if the decision is made to go there. It looks like we're going to try with 8 bombs. It's to me nothing but sadness, unfortunately. And they do go down to 2 bombs, so that's good news. So we get it for free. Unfortunately, we also get it for free.
I don't know why Stags didn't just go to the fairy fountain. It's one room away from, one overworld screen away from level 7.
We will see if the Patra is fought again, or if it's just a sprint to the Triforce that we know.
And any key, that's very nice.
Yeah, Stags has had a lot of run-ins with key doors and not being able to get through them, specifically in level 4.
Yeah, that might send me back to level 4 very quickly. Certainly means you don't need to kill any of these rooms now, because best they can have is a key, and you already get the any key. All right, now if we can pull off this clip, we can break logic and get to a room that we otherwise would have had to take a longer route to, although Stag's realizing he's already been to the room to the right, so not a big deal. Nothing special about it.
Yep, just went straight back to start. Said okay. Let's see if we continue to try and get to the middle, or if we try a different route.
I think at this point you got the floor item. You searched a lot of the level. It might be worth just trying to find the other staircase item.
Red Wizrums did roll up. Oh boy. Swordless Runner be off to the races.
Alright.
1 and 4 does not give Pedantic the ability to defeat Ganon.
I don't have the ability to defeat Ganon? So it doesn't give me the ability.
Yep. Stags gave up on the stair with the Patra guarding it, I think. And out we go. Special K, with the wand, no longer has to worry about combat so much, but can't beat Ganon to get back to the correct runner. Hey, the arrow shop. Look where it was.
It was that close, but couldn't get to it without the power bracelet.
Wiz ropes in 4, we cannot kill that with a wand. That is the maze room for what's worth.
Oh, they're doing a good job of defense.
Zapped him on the way up.
So our silvers still could be, well, they could be anywhere. There's so many spots we haven't seen yet.
The actual best item sitting on the floor, as the old man is proving, Stag says no at this point because it's 50 minutes plus into the seed, and you have the potential for ranged combat.
Yeah, I would still pick it up. You get those cases where you're killing something and drops the item and you can't reach it, and it'd be nice to have.
Wait, did we not go for the wood arrows?
We did not go for the wood arrows.
Ooh, that's risky. I think with any key in hand, that's the last thing that can really cause you problems. Not sure if we got to the bait block in... Oh, back to the magic boomerang. Really?
I think you're being taunted, Fury.
We'll have discussions after. Special K, meanwhile, in level 1, where I believe we have some health available. I want to say just up from start, so be at minimum for mags. Don't think we run straight there. Another chance to buy wood arrows. Passed. That one's a lot easier to get to.
Alright, there's the heart we already saw in one. I don't know if we've seen the second floor drop yet.
I think we are key locked out of the second floor drop, and or blocked by the moat that allows us access to the north.
Yeah. But I think Special K could have gone up from the room we just were at and have seen more, but not sure if he knows that or not. I think we're heading back to level 4, so Stags may have that wand pretty soon. Alright, there we go. Keep wanting to say, why is Stags not using his wand? Because he doesn't have it yet. I'm getting ahead of myself. There we go. Now we have equal defense and equal offense for both runners. Stags, though, has the any key. That's one big advantage right now.
This is the room with the power bracelet that gives us access to level 7. And we saw something in Veiled. I did not see...
I see a white sword in Stags' hand.
Ah. So we missed the sword in 4, which had to be accessible. So I guess just got bodied by Wizrobes and gave up.
Must have only been another room or two in beyond the wand.
Yeah, well, that completes 4 for Stags with wand and white sword and Triforce from way earlier, so off to find something else to explore.
Well, it looks like West Death Mountain is probably the destination. Although, oh, there's the other item. Book on the floor in 1.
Alright, I don't know how many hint shops we have available so far. That could come into play.
I've seen 1, 2 to the left of the original start screen. Stags should have enough money, or sorry, Special K definitely has enough money, but he probably should be using it on arrows. No, he doesn't need the arrows anymore, for sure. Not necessarily, at least. Oh, here we go. Step over water to reach the boomerang, did that say?
Aquamas with the book is always a funny one to get. And the Coast Heart. So we got a lot of garbage, apparently. The other hidden shop's not too far south from here, then. Instead, heading onwards.
Special K opting not to jump into level 7 there, I guess. Oh, I guess he's gonna go check those hints first.
Oh, okay, that was the other hint that he had marked. So, not sure where the other one is yet. Maybe we haven't found it.
No, we have. It was another screen down and 2 more to the left.
Oh, either he hasn't found it, or is maybe doesn't have enough money for it. Whatever the case may be, not going that way. I thought that's where he was going initially.
Me too. Well, he'll be happy with what he finds in 7. Alright, so Stag's presumably heading back to level 6. Probably hoping that ladder will be in there. Has Stags found 5 yet? I don't know that he has.
Don't believe so.
Because with his loadout now, I think that'd be a good place to head. Alright, back in 6. When he was last in here, I think he had wood sword and no ring and far fewer hearts. Red candle dungeon item in level 6. Now the question is, does he search the rest of it for the floor item? At this point, he's been to a lot of levels, so he might just have to stick it out.
Well, he's gonna get the easy Triforce to try and persuade him otherwise. But now you have to dig something at some point for the ladder and or silvers. But we're not guaranteed to be in a seed that that doesn't, you have the opportunity to get the flute block from the dig dogger still, so we're not guaranteed to be in go mode even if we get the ladder and silvers.
Good point.
We might get to see what's underneath the patch right here in a moment, as Special K is able to take him out without losing that last heart. And it is transport somewhere, whether or not we go there or get mugged by blue wizards in the next room first.
This white sword is coming in handy against these wizrobes. Looks like Special K stopped the search for items and picked up the Triforce. I think he's going to regret that once he finds out it was the Any key.
Well,
he did. He's back.
he was down to almost no health, and the only room that he knew that was left to clear was blue Wizrobes, which FI bombs is unlikely to happen. So probably gonna pick a different route. Might end up running into the Iniki.
Very nice clip there. Every time Stags gets close to this Wizrobe, he gets bopped by a bubble, and then he's shot by the Wizrobe. I feel like between these two runners, we've seen most of 7. I think just like the upper left of 7 is perhaps not the only part not. So I think this transport here for Special K will take him. I think we came in through the other side when Stags was doing this. And it looks like Stags has opted to pick up the Triporce and go. Camion, did you see Stags pick up a floor item? I did not, but perhaps I missed it. Alright, we're in agreement. So Stags is continuing to search for level 5. We know it's in East Death Mountain, he's in West Death Mountain right now. So he will get there. Just a matter of time. And there's our final large secret.
So where do we reckon Special K is going now? Back to 4, maybe? He's going somewhere in the northeast. That's the only thing I can think of offhand. And with 217 rupees, the wood arrows are purchased now.
I think they both must have a bunch of, not too many, but enough overworld checks to do. Between them, we know where all the levels are, but I don't know that they know where all the levels are. And Special K makes the right choice and picks up a boomerang.
Some bomb checks left, I think, just because of the limitations of swordless combat relying on them.
Looks like Stag's trying to get a blue Octorok to give him some bombs. There we go. Now he's back in business.
Yep. Another arrow shop showing up here. We can't quite afford that one. But we're not too many rupees away.
I think Stags wasn't able to pick up that set of bombs that dropped. I think it flickered out before he walked over it.
Useful potion there. Special Case Walker right by where the white sword is. That feels real rough. Not much reason to go back there right now, because you might think you're blocked out, but we have just enough resources to get there. As I believe chat pointed out, it was a bomb wall that housed the white sword.
Alright, Stags is one more bomb check away from level 5. I believe at that point he will have found all the levels and the white sword item, and is probably going to have no more reason to search the overworld for things. Right, I think Special K did not have enough resources to tackle this 5, but Stag certainly does at this point in time. We got 2 items outstanding here, so let's see what they are.
This Goma could technically be blocking something.
That's true, I didn't even remember that that was there. So that was a good arrow purchase, potentially. We'll find out.
I heard a key. He heard it too, but didn't pick up on which sound it was.
Smart move, though, to double check.
This is the bomb upgrade, which we can afford. At 0 bombs, I think you go for it, and we do. It's only +3, but 11 bombs probably means you get through level 5 easily enough.
And he literally had nothing else to spend money on. So, he bought the arrows, he's got the NE key, bought a potion, nothing else to spend money on.
And we find another wood arrow shop at 100 rupees and say no again. Which, oh, I think at this point you kind of have to think about it.
Yeah, if you haven't found the silvers by now, it could be blocked.
There's technically a hint shop nearby. We just saved. I'm not sure if that's on the brain or what the next move will be.
Stags just found a ladder blocked room, but he could see that all that was in it was a bomb pack, so not a concern yet. We're going to the hint shop.
The big play here would be, I would think, well, let's see what we get first. Nothing on the first one. White sword would be a helpful one. Ladder would be a helpful one. That's worthless. Thanks, game. Hey!
Ooh!
Well, we're, I think, 1 for 6 on the hints being useful, but that 6th one was very useful.
Yeah, I wonder how long it's going to be before Stags makes it back to level 6 with that second item.
I think he's still going to have enough time at the rate we're going, because Second Quest 9 is probably the easiest of the 3 you could get in this tournament setup. Shapes and First Quest being a lot more rooms and a bunch more staircases.
And there was a floor heart in 5. I think Stags may end up just having to go back to 6 because he's eliminated every other spot.
Well, we now know that the ladder isn't in 6. I'm going to make the bold prediction that's an 8 as the last staircase item.
Ah, I forgot about that.
And I did briefly step away, so I'm not sure if we found another item in 7 in the staircase yet.
No, nothing happened while you were stepped away.
So that I think between the two, you probably have a good chance at one being flute and one being ladder. Important items are potentially in 9, but we know the ladder's not there because of 1's Triforce. That's the easy one to throw away. And honestly, we've seen enough dig dollars in a few of the dungeons, specifically in 8, where I think that's probably also eliminated in my mind. At least if I'm racing this, I'm thinking, we're probably looking at like Boomerang and Red Ring in 9 with the Boomerang ladder block or a ladder spot early. Will we be swordless still? Hold on a second. Yes. The answer is by choice. They decided they want to play swordless in this tournament, which, you know, there's no rules against it. There's just no guarantee the seed's beatable. Because without the swordless flag on, you don't know for sure. Speaking of dig doggers, it does shutter block us from the left. I feel like there's got to be a way around that. There's another take any one heart. Hey, we might turn right around. We're 2 screens away. Let's go back.
I feel like we'd already been to this screen to the left, so...
Oh yeah, so we are blocked from the last 3 rooms in 5 by a dig dogger.
No, because the dig dogger was blocking us to go to the left. We had been to the left.
Oh, but he tried to bomb up. I guess there must be a way to the right then around.
Unless that's a different something blocking us, because I feel like there were some moat rooms too, so we'll see.
Well, now we have a sword, so now we're moving. Only took an hour and 14 minutes to get to the magical sword, which is better than the last time. I think that it did get a little bit more interesting, but I would be... Man, where's that dig dogger? I think that might still be blocked off a little bit. We'll see.
Yeah,
Anyways, level 6 for Special K, knowing silvers are probably full digs. I still think Stags has a lot of time. Maybe not as much as he did moments ago, but I feel like Special K still has to make up quite a bit of ground to get caught up completely. And that one hit's not going to be so great that it saves him.
Still got to find that ladder for sure. And the Stags having... right now, once Stags finishes this exploration, I think he's just going to have to go back to the few levels he doesn't have items out of, like, I guess that book in 1, for example.
Yep, I think 1 and 8 are probably the early plays. And then you have to kind of guess between 7 and 6. 5 technically can have it, but I think Stags believes he's flute blocked for sure, and I'm thinking about it still. So I know the 1 isn't blocking the way, but there are potential for multiple to roll into that dungeon, so I'm not sure how you get to the right to go up and left. 8 seems to be the early play. This could work. If this is ladder, it'll move Stags along. Give him enough time to get into 9 and get out of 9, knowing the silvers aren't there anymore.
Just too bad he doesn't have the book out of 1, because if he had the book out of 1, then somewhere in 9 he might get the hint to tell him that silvers aren't there. There's that ladder block, but yeah, there's still a lot more rooms to check in level 8. But yeah, we gotta watch Special K's screen like a hawk to see if he can find those silvers, or if they are blocked. Because he does not have the recorder, of course, nor does he have arrows. I don't remember what type of special enemy was in 6.
Old man says, "You are here." In theory, we're not exactly 100% certain that it's not ladder block, too.
Yeah.
In fact, I would be inclined to believe that to be the case. We don't have bombs at this point to check every last opportunity, but I think we're close to it anyways.
I mean, Stags was here and dipped out, and we know he dipped out, but we didn't see, we don't know his internal thought process as to why. He may have come to that conclusion that it was ladder blocked, and we just didn't know that.
Especially trying to get a bomb drop again, not working out.
Stags taking advantage of that any key and going to rooms that would have been too costly to go to before. There's that ladder, that bomb drop. And there's that boomerang coming into play. Right, yet another room that's not the silvers. Actually, we're kind of going in circles, aren't we? I mean, in level 6. Correct, Skepticon. We are still looking for ladders, silvers, and maybe recorder. That is correct.
Yep. I think item-wise, Stag still has the knowledge advantage. The only thing that Special K has is Silver's knowledge. More locational hints not helpful. I think Special K can... Yep, that's a ladder block too. You have to burn the key. I think Special K is potentially ahead if ladder is not an 8. I feel like that's probably lower down the list of go-backs. I think 7 being combat blocked is probably really, really, really high up on the list, because now you have mags, you can get around without that. And we are ladder blocked from silvers, by the way, unless that room right there dropped, didn't have a standing item, because I believe that does drop in 6. So we are trying out. It was a dark room, so it can't be. So hey, we are absolutely confirmed out of 6.
Meanwhile, Stags is slowly chewing through this level 8, room by room. Running away from the red bubbles. Very nice job.
Has a potion. I believe we saw all 3 staircases in the first bit of 6. There's a push block, a diamond, and a right-hand stair.
It's gonna be funny if ladder is here in the Triforce room.
Not today. You still gotta keep exploring. I think he knows that.
Not too many more rooms, though.
Yep, single Dodongo here. Not sure if we've seen... I honestly haven't tracked the stairs in this one, so I don't know which one each runner has seen. That's a red ring. So... ladder is likely in 7. Unless you can get past the Dig Dogger shenanigans in 5. I think there's 1 item left there.
Yeah, 5, 6, and 7. I got 1 item each, and we think we're blocked out of 6. So
yeah, and
5 or 7.
6 is guaranteed to be silvers on the floor, so we know that's not it.
All right, let's see where Stags heads. And well, Stags would be able to pick up mags if he knew where it was.
Yeah, probably not a huge deal. I mean, White Sword's not bad, so we'll probably survive, but yeah, gonna feel bad with how easy they are to get to.
Now, he still doesn't have that book from 1, so I think that's probably where he's heading now.
Wouldn't surprise me. There's not going to be a lot more to do in 1, so you'll find it in about a minute. And Special K, in the meantime, is going to find the Triforce. I'm not sure if they're going to continue digging this for. I think they have not seen the White Swords. They're going to be a little sad about it when they find it. Or no, taking Triforce. That's a bit interesting, unless we got a hint for it somewhere in a dungeon and I missed... Nope, we're going back. Fair enough.
I hope he doesn't get it's not Y-Force, but I hope he doesn't step on it and then not know what he picked up, because, you know, having mags, the White Sword wouldn't show up in your item list then. Could be very confusing. Stags is very happy that he has Magic Key now. Just walks this level Well, walk through most of it except for the ladder block parts.
Yep. Special K way far away from the standing white sword, so saw it and is running away. To answer the question, chat, hearts are counted because we have heart shuffle on, so we've seen 2 hearts and a power, 2 hearts and a red ring and 8. So that is enough to conclude the digging there. Almost said power bracelet because I'm watching Runner in level 1 where that was at. Here comes the book knowledge. Saw the book. Should know that that's everything in 1. Should be bailing. Might also go back and remember to try his block. Nope. Figured it out. We are gone. So 5, 6, or 7 for Stags. Does not know that silvers are in 6, so might go there first and realize the ladder block.
Yeah, if he was tracking it, I think he should figure that out very quickly.
Which one's going to get the screen wrap first?
Is this the screen wrap minigame we're playing here as the announcers? Only thing I know is I would lose this screen wrap minigame.
I think Stags is a little deep in. They both give up at the same time, actually. That's probably the funniest part of it. You can afford one of those hints. None of those are any good, as we know. The good ones are the good one, singular, is in the other one.
What a step over the water to get the boomerang. That is what it said, right?
Yep, so there's a ladder-blocked boomerang somewhere.
Well, if I'm correct, I thought that part of level 5 was ladder blocked.
It is potentially partially ladder blocked, but I don't know if that's the logical way the game expects you to get there, because there's also Dig Dogger or 2 in there, and I don't know where the second one is positioned. There's also a Goma in there, which is, there for a fun time.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're almost bound to find out.
Special K is pretty close to where the red ring is, I believe, and the Triforce, both kind of close by. I think it's what... oh, that's why you couldn't get up from here. So you have to go around to get to the single Dodongo and triple Dodongo. Triple being in the room with the standing Tri, and single Dodongo guarding the red ring.
Here comes Stags as Mags.
Oh, maybe just Miller marked it. Oh, he has it now.
Alright, 6 or 5? 6 or 5? 6. We are heading to 6.
So in the end, I think the runners are actually going to be tied up.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Although Special K is going a bit of the long way. There is a staircase all the way over here that I think helps you out, but you have to go up through a bomb wall.
Stags has 11 bombs, so he should be able to bomb every possible wall and find out about this blockage pretty quickly. Yeah, we could see them both picking up the ladder and picking up the silvers almost simultaneously at that they're converging.
The small advantage I would give now is probably on potion. Because I guess in theory with Wizrobes and Red Bubbles and level 7, where I think we both kind of feel the ladder's probably there at this point.
Sure seems like it.
With that being the case, I think Stags having the potion probably benefits him a little bit.
The ladder is blocking the Triforce in level 1, so it is required, to answer a question in chat.
I think Stags is not too far away from realizing that your ladder blocked in here. It'd be kind of funny if the silver spawned in this room. It would be super helpful to the Stags.
That's a good point. I was wondering why he's clearing this, but that knowledge, yeah, it's be good knowledge to have.
It didn't happen, but it would have been cool, I guess, for him. Because I think that's where the tie gets broken if we get tied up, is 1 will go to 9, and 1 will go back to 6 when they have the ladder. Special K pretty much last locationing this single Dodongo room they needed to be in.
Kind of wishing I was actually mapping this 6. This is kind of a complex situation there, where you got the double moat room.
Whew. Thank goodness for Special K that room did not drop the silvers, because that would have been the other real big troll. It dropped a key. So that would have really changed things, for me at least. See, he's going back to this push block, which is fair, but pretty sure this just takes you to the diamond stair that we saw a minute ago.
Wizrobe doing a good job of defending his friends from the Wizrobe beams.
I was checking for a floor drop in that room instead of the transport. That's fair.
Okay, so Stags has gone back to start. We'll see if he goes to 5 or 7 now.
Has to be going to 7, really.
Yeah, you're right. He seemed to have determined that 5 was somehow blocked earlier.
5 has been found. It has been cleared to some degree.
Yeah, we have the floor item and the not the Triforce. We have the floor item out of 5. But Stags...
Yeah, there's like a small chance that Digdar actually could be blocking the Tri as well. I didn't think about that.
Ooh, that's... Well, but then... Okay, so ladder in 7 to get the recorder in 5 to get the Triforce in 5?
5, yep.
Yeah. I believe it.
It's a very small chance at this point. It's more likely it's a compass block, but it's possible.
Alright, bonus 7 with red ring and mags. This should be pretty simple work.
And the boss growl you hear happens when you clear a room that has a boss in it without clearing the boss out. And until you go into another cave like this one, it doesn't clear. Oh, there's the compass. Yeah, I forgot about that thing. Okay, fair enough.
Alright, I believe it was kind of straight up is where the part we were questioning was in 5 here. So we're in for a treat here watching this game. One of these runners is going to show us where the ladder is pretty soon.
Yes, we have a hint via Special K's book use that silvers are in level 6, so we know they're there.
This is Stags' second attempt at this Patra. Last time he was much worse equipped. Aha, that's right, the blue Wizrobe room.
This is the room that stuck out to me. It's not the last of the transports, but it could be a transport. It is. Yeah, not the last. You're going to go through it now because you cleared it, though.
There's the floor heart and 5. We knew about that from Stags.
I think this is the transport, because we walked right through this room. Be something. This is ladder. Yeah, it's the transport. Another staircase.
I don't think Stags would have missed that if it was that easy.
That's why I said it would have been something. Alright, another transport here in 7. Is this finally the answer to opening the seat up? A.
Oh, Mr. Ladder. We've been looking for you to tell you about your car's insurance expiring.
Alright, so this lead is kind of important short term. We know that Stags doesn't have the information on Silver, so unlikely to go back to 6. It's not over at all. It's Special K's got to get to the Triforce in here pretty quickly, though, and get to 7 pretty quickly as well. Stags is going to get this Triforce immediately, and then it's probably going to go back to 5, and also within 2 minutes have the Triforce out of there. So he's going to be in 9, probably 4 to 5 minutes ahead at minimum. So it just really depends on where the items in 9 are, I think. Or if the singular hint in Second Quest 9 happens to be Silver's Light Elsewhere, then he knows by default they're in 6 and goes straight there. Also, a small chance he just goes to 6 first, knows that there's not a lot left there. I think there's only like 7 rooms left, or 8 rooms left on that tail. I think it's like 5 rooms down, and 3 in the curl.
I thought it was a lot more than that he didn't have. Well,
there's also the one to the right there's a ladder block. There's that one room to the right that you can go to in 6, kind of in the middle. Yeah, the Triforce seemingly is ladder blocked in 5, past the Dig Dogger, I would think. Well, unless you get a flute beyond there to turn around. Which, again, kind of hoping for, because it's just a little extra troll for fun.
Well, now we see what was. We'll find out very soon. Was it a ladder block or was it a recorder block?
Still hoping for a yes. All of the above. If there's a recorder block, we know it's in 5, so it's only an extra 3 rooms or 2 rooms, whichever the case may be.
And we are looking for a staircase.
Yep, so this room is not beneficial to clear at the moment. Oh, well, never mind. It's got try.
If that's what you wanted with the Triforce, then you're right. This was beneficial, but I would have been curious to see what the other item was.
Yep, and that room, I guess, is your only... Well, he's got to go back in, actually, because he didn't know if Silvers are in here or not.
Yeah, he probably regretted that as his health was filling back up after picking it up.
So I'll buy his opponent some time. And that's actually time that he could ill afford to lose. It didn't spawn right underneath him, but it spawned in such a proximity to him that he didn't have enough reaction time, I think, to stop himself.
Yeah, he might have thought it would be in the middle of the room, or at least somewhere in the middle row of the room, but it was not.
Yeah, that extra minute's gonna hurt, that's for sure. I'm not sure if it'll hurt enough or if it will not matter the other way. That really depends on 9. You gotta pay the heart.
Oh no. Oh, okay, you're right. He's already got the mags, yeah.
Yeah, this should be your item room. And I guess it doesn't have to be the flute, but that would be the odds-on favorite. Ah, banana from the hint
Aha!
earlier.
I told you. Did
Yeah,
I not say?
I still felt like 9's got enough chance to ladder block you somewhere that I didn't really put much weight in that hint. So flute's a 9.
All right, now does he go? Oh, if he was going to go back to 6, I think he would have just walked it from 5. So I think he's going straight to 9. So, as you said, the question is now, can he dig? Wait, no, I'm wrong again.
Well, there's not too many ways. Yeah, I think this is still a 9 play. It's just a kind of convoluted routing.
Ah, yeah, okay. So as you said, it's how quickly can he give up in 9 and go back to get the silvers out of 6?
I think it's going to be reliant on a hint, although Special K just sees that coma block and is probably shaking his head. Lucky for him, 2 rooms to the north of that leave your room is the answer. It's this room. Staircase 1 and 9 is not the item. Dig Dogger blocks silvers. What's the enemy set? The enemy set in there is not Wizrobe, I don't think, or was it? Might have been Wizrobe. It's possible. That would be really something. Go to 9 for the flute to turn around and get your silvers. I mean, we've seen things happen where you have to go to 9 and turn around, but they're not that common.
Yeah, but I would definitely not rule it out. Alright, next staircase.
First item is
There's
the
that
flute.
recorder.
You take it because you can flute back to 6, so it saves you time no matter what. Level 1 Triforce cleanup for Special K that he has to get out of the way. Then has to go to 5. So there's your time. If this is the other item right here by chance, then that's a really quick 9 and leave to 6. It is not. But we're out of rooms that we can easily access, so we take the stair. Pretty much turned us around back to start, so that's not awful. You can go up. This has close to a 50-50 shot, I think? No, well, close to a 33% chance, I guess. And when you go through here, that should take you down to just another one.
It's so nice that these Wizrobes, you know, can be taken down with 2 sword swings now.
One way, so now we are 50-50. Alright, we got the one way here with the blue Wizrobes. What we got? I mean, with 11 bombs, I think that was a fair bomb to use.
That hit a lot of them, yeah.
And out we go. And he has the lead going into 6. Unless he has some other item mismarked that I don't know of. So the advantage is still in Stag's favor. However, we are close enough now where 9 can do 9 things. Because I think it's a bit, what, a minute behind to level 6, roughly, for Special K. And then about 15 rooms of 9 dug for Stags. Although Stags is not getting the flute to work out at all.
I think he blew it too many times the first time, coming up from 1, and then
This takes him to 4.
he forgot that he forgot that 7 and 8 were swapped, and so that then he blew it down too many times.
So a little bit of the lead gone into 6. Speaking of gone.
All right, now we gotta find the room.
I fixed it for chat. Okay. It's, well, I think it's still down to like 9 rooms, right?
Yeah.
The one to the right and then the tail around.
Yeah, if they've been tracking, then it's just a matter of find that ladder blocked room and clear every single room after that.
Yep, so roughly 40 seconds based on room times going through. Could be as simple as this room. Just kill the gels and see it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. That ain't gonna be it. Oh, already have all the staircases. Gotta go. Special K has to clear this room, I think, because he did it before. Well, he's not going to do it. We know it's just a key. Up or down? Up first. I think that's fine.
There it is.
Alrighty. So, can Stags find Ganon and Zelda before Special K gets Ganon and Zelda's? All this race comes down to in the end. Assuming Special K goes up first. Which he doesn't. Still comes down to that. I mean, 9 can still troll. Although the transports are mostly out of the way at this point, so it gets a little bit rougher.
Yep, you never know. Although it's usually shapes that is the horrible, awful ones. Oh no, oh no, Special K went... I wasn't watching, he went the wrong way.
Yeah, he went down.
Locked in. Ooh. That gives Stags back some precious time.
Well, I mean, Special K was going the wrong way, so it's going to turn him around faster. It actually helps him.
Ah, good point, good point.
Yeah, with all the health, with potions, with magical sword, going to take a real lot. This room in the dark is a little bit suspect. What we got here? Yeah, this is interesting. No, it's not. Hello, Dig Dogger. Don't think we need to kill this, though. I think we just need to move.
Yeah, unless you wanted to get rid of the Dig Dogger noise to potentially hear Ganon. But,
sure. Okay, there's no rooms down here at this point that help. So we gotta go up. Not over yet. Still Dig Doggers.
Yeah, it might make you think they're blocking something, but so far they haven't, really.
Is this gonna push? It does, so this is not Zelda either. Another Dig Dogger.
Quite the infestation.
Try and walk up, maybe? Again, more.
Oh, there he is.
And Zelda technically has to be pretty close by, so it could be either way. One down, 3 to go. Got him. Alright, left or right? And will it be insta Zelda? Left first. Not instant Zelda. Is right the GG?
And meanwhile, Special K has entered level 9.
Alright, we have access to every room up here now, pretty much.
Alright, she's not in the right ear. Special K going to some of the rooms that we saw from Stags earlier. Looks like Stags is going to make his way to the left ear.
I'm trying to think of where she could be now. I think I'd have to see the map.
Maybe he did the left ear before, now that I'm thinking about it.
The left ear was where the last item was, but we only saw the top 2 rooms, and I think you have access to one of the lower ones from that staircase. So there are 2 places that I think she can be. She's either right around, well, 3 places. She's either right around here, she's up in the top left ear, or she's legitimately right of start and down or to the right, which is what I would check next.
Yeah.
It's like she could be in the bottom in the dash column there, or she could be in the very bottom.
Special K might find her before Stags does.
Yeah, it's possible. I think we just go right start is probably the easiest route, though, if she's down there. Compass skit. Oh, yep. So you just go right at start, potentially, and that's it.
Sounds simple enough.
Oh, you can't go right at start, so you have to go up, right, down. There you go. Well, can you walk through or bomb down? You gotta try and walk through. Oh, magical. Magical hype.
We know we can't bomb directly into a room. We gotta get to the right or to the left.
Oh, there's no room down here. It's Dig Dogger in the room, and that's that. It's magical. Here we go. I love it.
And it might be a staircase from one of the ears, one of those rooms we didn't enter up there.
Hard to say. This is legitimately anybody's game immediately now. Oh man. What a last second troll. I think this saves Special K from elimination for sure. So now it's just a question of, will it buy him enough time to find the staircase? Because certainly I would think Special K is going to do the same thing, going to clear a lot of rooms, trying to find the way to Zelda Shut the Door that setup.
Yeah, imagine if it's that one in the right ear. Say he kills Ganon and then goes there and takes the staircase, he could zoom right past Stags. Although Stags is now heading that way too.
Yep, the right ear is going to get cleared here in a second, so the right ear will not save.
Alright, there were no staircases in the right ear that I remember, at least.
Yep, we're about to find that out. Ganon.
So if Special K heads left out of this, kills him quickly, heads left, they'll be basically at exactly the same spot. We've almost synchronized the runners, folks.
I think you got to go somewhere up of start. There's a couple rooms left in there that we haven't looked at. The other option, the more trolly option, is that it's Dig Dogger block still. I believe this room right here connects you to the upper ear.
Alright, Special K doing the right ear check. We already know that not there, although he should have checked, upward to the right to make sure she was into the upper right.
turnstiles galore.
He has not been in the room below, huh? That's not a transport. Okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of watching both screens for a transport. It's pretty much got to be room Stags is cleared, I would think. This room, I'm pretty sure we went through, but I could be wrong. We might have just marched through it. So I want to say this got us further left. I'm just going to take it. Maybe he just skipped past us because it wasn't an item.
You know what? That's right. The first staircase he saw, he didn't take.
Hey, this one.
All right.
Hey, left door, by the way, is a one-way back to start. So there's the other troll as we GG Stags. Alright, so to get your GGs out, with that, Stags moves on to the quarterfinals of the best of the rest. It's a 155-39.
And welcome to the booth, Stags, our winner of this race. Congratulations.
Woo, thank you. Oh, I'm seeing now. That's okay. In 9.
Yep, the magic staircase actually made it a little bit closer than perhaps it would have been.
If you had, you should have been feeling a lot more nervous if you had known how close he was.
Oh, don't worry. I was very nervous.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so you get the compass and you're like, oh good, I just didn't make the right turn at 9, here I go. And then you get over there and oh, it's that kind of 9.
Yeah, and then I started... I remember that I didn't do all of the rooms where Special K is right now. I didn't check all of those, and I thought maybe that's where it is. And after I did that a little bit, it occurred to me, oh, you know, there was a staircase just to the left of start, a diamond staircase that I started in and then left.
Yeah, we forgot about it too. I was thinking it was one of the ears. We were thinking it could be anywhere, and yeah, it was right. So Special K, if he had killed Ganon and then done an up and egg on, as you said, up, left, take the staircase, he would have beaten you. Yeah.
I think if he has the compass right now, if he had cleared the room he's walked through a couple times to get that compass, he probably has already taken the staircase, like probably just now. But yeah, if you approach this like a first quest 9 where you take connecting staircases when you need the items and such, I think you find it immediately if this is first quest 9 magical staircase right next to start. And maybe he does too. Although he had silvers coming in here, of course, so it makes it a little bit different. The 6 hints, by the way, were all fun. You got one of them, I believe. You got these.
Yeah, there was profanity off mic.
Step over the water to get the boomerang was the one you saw, I believe.
Yeah, and then I got to see it in 5.
Yep, and then let's see. The hint next to that, if I remember correctly, was Archimedes awaits with a book, which you needed to get that hint, so that was helpful. And then step over the water to get the heart container on the coast. That was also fun. The other one, if I can remember them correctly, I know the middle one was sail not to save the princess, so that was junk. Oh, let's see here.
I think you've covered all of them except the most important one.
Well, no, there's one more. I'm trying to remember it, though. The best one, obviously, as you're mentioning, is Goma creeps with the silver arrows or something along those lines.
Oh yeah, that would have been super helpful.
Waiting at chat to yell at me in the meantime. The other hint was something that the runners already both had. I can remember that much.
The one that I saw in 9 was the beast in the northeast. I think it's the northeast. Yes. And I wanted to shoot at the old man there.
Well, did you notice the doorway to the left in that room as well?
don't remember that.
So the doorway to the left leads you back to start, and that is the one-way in 9.
Oh, I did see that, and I figured it was way too close for me to check just for
You would have been sent back to start and had to go one room to the left again.
And there would have been a lot of laughing. Ha 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 ha. I would have been swearing.
Maybe that other hint was the power bracelet.
That's possible.
But yeah, Special K did get that hint as we implied, but because of that ladder block, it actually maybe cost him a little bit of time, because he went straight to 6 then, but he couldn't get the silvers without the ladder. So it's hard to say whether that actually helped him or hurt him.
I think what cost him the most time in this is not having the ability to bomb up and 4 to get the white sword, because that sent him still without a sword for another 20-ish minutes before he got magical sword.
Yeah, that's a good point.
He had to go back to get the Triforce, but then he also went back in after the Triforce to discover that was the white sword instead of the ladder. So it's just either that or the death in 4 in the Blue Wizrobe maze room at the end of it. One of those two hurt.
Yeah, getting that dig you did a 7 to get the any key really, I think, helped you a lot, Stags, because then you were unconstrained by key doors from that point forward.
I might not have been constrained by key doors, but I was still tilted by previous key doors. All that stuff in 1 was really weighing on my mind.
And level 4, I mean, both of those you were kind of key blocked out of.
You know, amusingly, I had forgotten about 4 until I went. I was back redoing the Northeast because I didn't have bombs the first time. Redoing all of that, and as I was checking the power bracelet spots, I remembered, oh yeah, 4 was key blocked. Otherwise, I had forgotten that it was key blocked.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you pick up a Triforce, you're done with the level, and you don't mark why you didn't go back in, because you're feeling good. You got the Triforce, what else do you need? And then you don't remember why. Yeah.
The other one that I mismarked was Mags. I forgot to mark that, and I had, after the fact, checked off the room. And then when I realized that I'd checked everything that I could, I was thinking, I really think I saw Mags at one point. And I thought back to where I thought I seen them.
Yeah, we noticed that too, that you didn't go there when we thought you might go there. So the good news for you on that front is it was 12 hearts required, because Special K tried it on 11, did not work, and then almost immediately he picked up another heart container, went straight back and found it at 12. So you definitely could have picked it up at one point earlier, but it didn't seem like the white sword was slowing you down that much.
No. Although, for a lot of the seed, I was thinking that I was doing fairly well, because I hadn't seen the white sword, hadn't seen much by way of repeatable offense. So I thought, I could be in a good position. And then I saw that the white sword was actually completely free in 4 if you had 1 key. So I got a little bit nervous at that point.
This is last staircase is the answer situation at this point for Special K, unfortunately.
And by last staircase, we mean first staircase you can find.
Yeah, last one you think of, though, because it was the first one you saw.
All right, I think he's heading in the right direction.
down towards start, going to go left, and that'll be the one he needs.
All right, everyone, get your G key warmed up so you can very soon give GGs for Special K.
Yep. Not going to go to the left door that's one way. He's going to go to the right one that opens.
All right, now give your GGs to our runner-up Special K.
And then I was so focused on being able to hit the done button as quickly as I could that I walked right past the princess.
I did see that, yes. I thought that you were just showing off. All right, Special K, welcome to the commentary booth. Congratulations.
I'll give him a second. There he is.
Yeah, there we go. GG Stags. Well done.
Yeah, thank you. GG's.
I have just a couple of things just out of reach of you early on. Maybe took a little bit of the pace that you could have had out of the run. The one bomb all the way from White Sword. Really just not getting the ability to get up to 4 to get the wand out of there as well. I had both of those combat upgrades, so it took you a little bit longer to get going, and then 9 was pretty interesting.
Yeah, I didn't feel hampered all that much by not having a sword, and the wand was good enough. Yeah, the White Sword would have been nice, but I didn't get I got mags not too long after I would have had White Sword, so it didn't bother me too much, although it would have been nice. But there were a lot of interesting things on that seed, and it happens, but it was fun.
Yeah, the 9 magic staircase probably gave you the chance to potentially catch Stags, as he was a little bit quicker back in the 9. The last, I think you're 40 seconds behind going into 6, probably a minute and a half behind going out of 6. As he went up to eliminate the one room and you went down, I think got trapped in a room down there with perhaps a dig dog or something.
Yeah, I was momentarily worried that silvers were going to be recorder blocked, and I needed to go back to 7 and dig that. No, 5 and dig that out.
Nope, 9.
Yeah.
Hip flute was a 9 on the left side. It was tucked away in there.
You know, I shouldn't be inventing phrases on the fly here, but I'm thinking I could call level 9 really the great equalizer for how that game went.
That one, it was tough. I knew that the recorder was still out there. I knew that silvers were still out there. I had the one item left in 6, and I had seen absolutely everything else. So I went to 9 and got the recorder, and then saw the heart. I figured if the recorder's there and silvers aren't there, it'll be really easy to get back to 6.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I did figure that the silver... So I absolutely knew the silvers weren't 6 because there was a hint for that. So I figured that was my equalizing chance that you may have not gotten the hints, and you may have had to go back, so I at least had that chance there.
Yeah, he went to the other hit shop and got a hit or two, but 5 of the 6 hints were pretty much garbage by the time you got the book. So it's just that one that was really helpful, and he did not see that, so that did buy you time. Did you have a chance to see the one-way staircase in 9 all its glory there at the end when you were finishing up? Because the beast awaits. The left door is a one-way back to start.
Oh, okay.
So that was.
I did not do that. I just went right for it. So
that was a good last second thanks game. You're trolling me with this hint and also showing me a one-way door that makes me take the loop back around to the staircase. Yeah, there's a little bit of shenanigans and comedy with this one for sure. we were almost wondering at one point if or at least I was. I think my commentary partner was convinced the boomerang was in 5, given the step over the water. That was the other one, the other hint shot.
I completely forgot about that, and it just as you said when I joined, like there were a lot of things that could have helped me, and that I just missed out on. The magic boomerang I could have gotten early, that would have been helpful, but I mean the combat in the dungeons was fairly friendly. The blue whiz ropes rolling down was helpful, and they got me a nice shiny raft that I didn't need, but nothing there. The thing that always sinks my swordless runs is bombs, and bombs were decently acquirable, although offense was decently acquirable. There's always a path in these seeds. It's just you don't necessarily find it. There was a good path here that I just didn't get if I went to 4 with bombs.
Yeah, the bomb upgrade, for whatever it's worth to you, is it was +3 in this one. So it was not super helpful, but maybe gives you a little bit more capacity. That's always the struggle with swordless is you have to have bombs to clear spots in the overworld, but you also have to have bombs to clear dungeons a lot of the time. Dark Nuts being out of the dungeon helps somewhat, but still Excellent. you have enough rooms that could still exist, especially with the reds rolling at least +1. I didn't see exactly what they rolled, but they were up. That kind of hurt. And then how many fires did we even see in that seed? 0? Very little?
Very few.
They didn't roll up. They went down to the mag, so they would have bombed had I encountered them.
Interesting. I thought I saw somebody bomb one at one point. Yeah. Anyways, it's still fact remains when you have to go swordless, you have to think about what you want to do with your bombs, and if you're clearing dungeons, it sometimes means you miss overworld spots. And if you go clearing the overworld, sometimes you don't have enough to get through dungeons. So there's a big trade-off there, and that's why it does take a little bit longer.
Yep. At some point, you have to go head first and bomb with something, and preferably save so you can go. If it doesn't pan out, you still have bombs. Yeah, it's either throw yourself in the overworld, throw yourself in a dungeon. If it doesn't work, retry.
Yep. But I'm sure. You definitely seem like you were having fun this tournament with your swordless strategy the whole way through, and you didn't. I don't think you hit a single unbeatable, did you? You got all beatable seeds, which is not necessarily guaranteed.
I retried for a sword twice. They probably would have eventually been beatable without the wood sword. It's just that in those seeds there wasn't any advantage to it, and I at least had to try something with the wood sword. But yeah, these are generally beatable. It just takes time. So, but this tournament definitely turned me into a swordless enthusiast, and I am hopeful to advance to a swordless specialist at some point. But there's still work to be done there.
Well, every couple of years we do run a swordless tournament. Not sure if it'd be this year or if it'd be next year or the following one of the next couple of windows, so we'll get there sooner or later. Stags GG's on advancing. I haven't even spoiled myself to see who's advanced in the best of the rest to the quarterfinals at this point, but I'm sure whoever it is will be a good matchup to watch.
I did peek earlier today, and I don't necessarily want to spoil the bracket. It's going to be a really, really difficult challenge. I was not actually expecting to be able to get through this round. I've raced several times with Special K in the Triforce triple play, and he's tough to beat. So I feel really happy, feel really good to be able to get through this.
Yep, but you have quite the window now that you can either get some more playing in or whatever you wish to do, as we do have, I think you'll have all the way through, not this weekend, but next weekend to schedule all of those matches. So good luck to you, and Special K, it's been fun commentating your races and watching you go at it. As someone who played a lot of Swordless, especially a couple of years ago with all the Swordless tournaments we were doing. Definitely fun to see more players going that direction. I'm sure you'll get DMs from a certain someone at some point begging to play Swordless, so you two can go at it.
Thanks, Fury, and thank you for the commentary today, and Pedantic, and Amy on for the tracking, and for Fury, thanks for all the work you're doing in the tournament. This is very well run, and I had a lot of fun, and I appreciate all that you're doing.
You are very welcome. We enjoy doing this.
Yep. With that, we have such a packed schedule tomorrow. As the crickets chirp at my joke, we have a whopping 1, I think, on the board for tomorrow. But it's an important one. It is a game 2, so it can be a elimination game between Sausage Link and Bobino. I won't spoil who won game 1 since that was tonight, but game 2, somebody will be playing for their, I believe it's best of the rest chance to get to the quarterfinals, so definitely want to tune in and watch that. And there'll still be a couple busy days left in this tournament, so if you're interested in doing any commentary or tracking, go ahead and head over to the Discord, and we'll get you set up. For now, though, I think it's definitely past midnight on the East Coast, so if we have any East Coasters, we'll let them get to bed. Pedantic, it's been fun. Camion, again, thank you for tracking and doing all the work behind the scenes there with the clicking. And thanks again to SpeedGaming for putting it on the air, and we'll get out of here and let y'all go to bed.